Guess what, y'all? So I had absolutely nothing to talk about today, okay? And I was literally scouring the internet of like, what topic should we talk about today? And I was just scrolling through TikTok, and I saw this video of Tana Mongeau calling out Tiffany and Co. Y'all know, like, back in the day when I was growing up, I swear it was like every girl, I don't know how things are obviously now in high school. Honestly, I don't even have like a cousin that's like in high school right now. Like, oh my gosh, I feel like literally all of my family members are they're either out of high school or they're like in like sixth grade. Do you know what I'm saying? Like very, very young. So I don't really know like what the popular things are. But when I was in high school, y'all, oh my gosh, girls would go crazy for those like Tiffany and Co. Like, I don't know what they were called. Okay, I just remember it had a little heart on it. It said Tiffany and it was a bracelet. And all the popular girls had them. I don't know if that's like the same thing now. I don't know if people talk about Tiffany like that anymore. But I was like, you know what? I want to talk about this within today's video because I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I was this close to like being like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and skip doing a video today because there's like nothing for me to talk about. But I have literally done so good with doing my daily uploads. So far in 2025, I have uploaded a video every single day. Okay, that's a shocker. If you guys have been following me for quite a bit, y'all know that I'm a procrastinator, and every single time that I set out to do something, I don't always do it. Okay, like I'm just keeping it real. I would always tell you guys before when it came time to makeup reviews, I'd be like, hey, don't take my word for it. If I tell you I'm gonna review something, don't expect it. Okay, I'm just keeping it real. Like I am not the most reliable person, and that's fine. I could own it. Okay, we all got flaws. My flaw is me saying that I'm gonna do something that I'm not gonna do. Okay, but I did say starting in 2025 that I will be doing daily uploads, and y'all, I have done it so far. So I said, you know what? We're gonna talk about this Tana Mongeau situation, okay? Because apparently she spent $8,000 on this bracelet that broke so easily, which my whole purpose of me even wanting to talk about this is because I genuinely want to know, like, because y'all know me, clearly I'm over here, like, y'all, this is an Amazon Essentials t-shirt. Y'all, literally, I don't care about nothing fancy. I do let you guys know that ever since I was like 16 years old when I got like, my first job, I have always purchased a Louis Vuitton wallet, which by the way, I purchased one probably one every, like, I don't know, I would say between 5 and 7 years. I am due for a new one, which I think I'm going to Japan again for my birthday. Y'all, this is gonna be my third birthday in Japan, okay? And I am going to purchase another Louis Vuitton wallet over there, specifically over there because y'all already looked at the Japanese website and I will be saving probably about $125. So I was like, period, I will be buying it over there. But other than that, I really don't buy too many luxurious things. Not to say that I won't, okay? Because honestly, if I ever had like a good chunk of change, like, hey, maybe I will buy some luxury things. But my big question here is, before we even get into Tana Mongeau talking about Tiffany and Co., do you guys feel like the majority of name brand things, of luxurious stuff, let's just say, do you feel like it's really worth it? Okay, say for example, going out there and buying a bracelet or a ring from Tiffany, like, don't you guys feel like, hey, maybe going to like, what is that other like popular jeweler? Like, is it like Robbins Brothers? Or y'all, I don't know nothing about jewelry, okay? Honestly, besides my piercings, I literally, like, I will not wear a bracelet. I will not wear a necklace, like a ring. Y'all, I literally have always said, I'm like, not that I plan on ever getting married, but if I were to ever get married, I'm not wearing a ring. Like, I'm the type that I would just get a tattoo on my finger. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that. So I don't know too much about, luxury brands. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes down to jewelry, y'all. But do you guys feel like it's really worth it in general? Like when it comes down to luxurious stuff, like when it comes down to, purses and accessories and clothing, like, is it really worth it? Like sometimes, y'all, like I look at some things and I'm just like, oh my God, for the longest time, y'all, I wanted some Balenciaga shoes. Like I was in love with these, I forgot the name of these Balenciaga shoes, y'all. They were super popular back in like 2021. And I was so close, like this close to buying some. I was like, damn, but they were $800. And I just kept talking myself out of it. I was like, this is crazy. Like, why do I need an $800 pair of shoes? Like, this is absolutely insane. And I was like, oh, just because they look cool and I really like them, is it really worth it? That's my big question to you guys. Like, for those of you out there that purchase luxury stuff, I do have to say this, okay? When it comes down to like my Louis Vuitton wallets, I am not kidding you guys. Oh my gosh. And y'all, my wallets be having some wear and tear on them. I literally keep them, like I said, between like 5 and 7 years, and they hold up really well. I don't know if all like Louis Vuitton stuff is like that. I literally have only ever purchased a Louis Vuitton cologne and a Louis Vuitton wallet. Well, like 2 or 3 Louis Vuitton wallets. And that's all I really know. You know what I mean? Other than that, I've never purchased no clothing from them, but I'm just like, oh my God, y'all, I don't think I would ever purchase, any of that expensive stuff because it's just crazy to me. Anyways, I want to go ahead and play this clip right here to where Tana Mongeau is talking about her Tiffany experience and low-key kind of exposing them, because she even shows that she purchased a ring from them and it turned her finger green. Like, y'all, the way that I would be triggered, because I'm sure that was expensive. I think actually in her video she said it was like $800 and the bracelet was like $8,000. Don't quote me on that. I am gonna have to speed it up and clip the video because it's almost 9 minutes long, and obviously we don't have enough time to do that. But I'm gonna clip it for you guys so that way you guys can see. But I'm just tripped out over here about this damn bracelet that I was like, $8,000 and it broke that easy. And on top of that too, it's hollow in the inside. Like, you guys will see, okay, if you guys like pause it, you will see that it's hollow inside. I'm like, you're paying $8,000 for a hollow bracelet? Like, if I was purchasing something that was like, I don't know, sterling silver or white gold or like regular gold, like, I would think that it would be like full on like gold. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I'm like, how could you spend $8,000 for something that's hollow? That's probably why it broke so damn easy. Like, y'all was sitting over here like triggered for her. I'm like, oh my God, I low-key am glad that she did call out Tiffany. I got to keep it real, because I feel like these luxurious brands, I bet you they're charging $8,000 for this bracelet and it probably cost them like $300. Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, it's absolutely insane. Anyways, go ahead and check out this clip right here.
I want to talk to someone at Tiffany & Co. Matter of fact, I want to talk to Tiffany. I'm well aware that this whole rant is a champagne problem, but at the same time, it is the principle. I'm angry at the company. I'm angry at the whole. I'm angry at the product. I have to. And I don't know if you guys watched my Australia YouTube video where I talked about this a little bit, but just we're going from the whole backstory. Okay. I love my stack. I take my stack very seriously, and whenever I'm buying a new piece or addition to my stack, I am looking at it as something that is going to be in my lineage, in my lineage's lineage, for the rest of my life. Not only am I going to have it for the duration of me living, it is going to be on my body until I croak, but my daughter and then her daughter is going to have it. And I shop accordingly for that. I purchased 2 rings in 1 bracelet. While we're in the store, though, the workers do start spilling a little too much tea to me. They start telling me how recently they've had a problem where people are bringing in fake Tiffany rings and doing like a return or an exchange, and then like scamming Tiffany by bringing these rings and like giving them back to them, right? And in the moment, I'm like, oh, hee hee ha, funny story, gossip with the girls. I leave with my new bracelet and my 2 rings, okay? I wake up the next morning, I look at my arm, I say, wow, this is what the girl with the dirty drawer worked for. We couldn't afford ramen, and now we have new Tiffany & Co. in addition to our stack. And as I'm looking at my hand for a little longer, I notice that my brand new Tiffany ring has turned my finger, you guessed it, green. I don't mean a little green, I mean alphaba green. Mind you, this is what I mean. It's not something light. So I end up going into Tiffany and they immediately exchange it for a new ring, which is also a red flag to me because I think Cartier or Van Cleef would clean it or do something else. Like, I just feel like them immediately being like, yeah, we've got to get you a new ring. What was wrong with that one that I just paid $1,000 for? And then that obviously kind of makes me feel a little weird about my other purchases, right? I'm like, oh wow, okay, just turned my finger green. What about my $8,000 bracelet I just bought? Like, how's that gonna hold up when I go back to the States? So now the reason why I'm making this video, we are going to talk about the bracelet. And the bracelet was a beautiful rounded bracelet with 2 diamond T's at the edge. It cost a whopping $8,000. 24 days after I bought this bracelet, it's bending out of shape like Gumby. Like, it's not diamonds and white gold. And then now the bracelet's getting caught on everything because it's losing its shape, and I'm like walking around stuck to shit, and I'm like, this is where my money went? And even whenever I would get compliments on it because it is a beautiful bracelet, I would literally look people in the face and say, do not buy this. I don't care how pretty you think it is, go find a dupe. It is not worth the money. On the ground, and in all of its glory, my Tiffany bracelet. And it just fell off. It wasn't like it got caught on the corset. It just fell off to the ground. Amari's jaw is on the floor. The workers at the store's jaw is on the floor. I'm on the floor picking up my diamonds like it's a jigsaw puzzle. Here's where I have another issue, okay? As you can see with the bending mechanism, the pain point of the bend is right here, right? That is what's being bent, right? Same with this one. As I was putting it on, when I would put it on, the pain point of the bend is here. So you could even almost understand why it would snap right here, right? You're bending and snapping, it's bending and snapping. Why the ever-living is it just falling off on the side? The diamond T's just coming off. That's just poor craftsmanship.
Y'all, I completely forgot to say in the beginning of the video, another reason why I wanted to actually even talk about this is because I like how she said in the beginning of the video that she was like, you know, this seems like champagne problems, and I like don't want to get on the internet and complain about it because it's obviously like privilege problems. A lot of people recently were calling out Kim Kardashian for her like having a breakdown of her like stressing out so much because she can't pass the bar for her like attorney's test or whatever. Y'all know I'm dumb, okay? I don't know anything about that, okay? I know you have to like pass the bar to get your like attorney's license or lawyer license, whatever the hell it's called, and everyone's like, oh my God, like this is so first world problems. I am a firm believer in this. I've always said this to my friends, like, y'all, every now and then when you're having a conversation with a loved one or just even a stranger, oh my God, what might be a very small deal to you may be a huge deal to somebody else. We all have different problems in life that affect us differently. Like, yes, when you look at people like Tana Mongeau complaining about a bracelet, or Kim Kardashian not being able to, pass the bar, even though her brand is now worth like $3 billion and her net worth went up to like $1.8 billion. Like, yeah, you may look at that and judge her or whatever, but it's like, y'all, at the end of the day, like, everybody still has their problems. Like, a rich person out there still has problems. Do you know what I mean? So to me, I just hate that people get online and just start nagging and complaining like, oh my God, this is first world problems. I'm like, okay, like, it's still a problem. Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, I'm just like, oh my God, like, if you don't like this type of content, then just don't watch it. If you don't like this celebrity, then don't watch it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I just have always felt like at the end of the day, like, everybody has their problems, and what is a big deal to you may be nothing to me, and what is a huge deal to me may be nothing to you. And I feel like that's totally fine. Anyways, y'all, I have to say this. I am so glad that she actually exposed Tiffany and Co, because y'all, not her having a ring that turned her finger green, but then also having a bracelet that literally just broke and it's hollow inside. Like, to me, the biggest thing was that it was hollow inside. Like, y'all, I think somebody actually, you know what, I may have took a screenshot of the comment section, and I was like, y'all, oh yeah, somebody literally did put that up. And it being hollow, 8K for a sterling silver straw with stones is daylight robbery. She wrote back, hollow. I didn't even think about that. It's effing hollow. Oh my God, I'm mad times 10,000. It's so funny because me, before even looking at the comments, I literally was like, that looks hollow. Like, to me, it's just like, oh my God, like, I've heard people before, like, oh, like, collect all your jewelry or whatever, like, all your gold, because, like, even if you wanted to, like, melt it down or whatever and, like, sell it, like, you could always do that. Like, honestly, I think my grandpa does that. I haven't talked to my grandpa in like 10 years, y'all. It's been a long time, but from what I remember way back in the day, he used to, like, collect all different types of, like, gold jewelry, because he would always say, like, oh, this is, like, money, it's like savings. If the price of gold goes up, you could melt this down and, like, sell it or whatever. Don't know if that's true. Like, I don't own one piece of gold, but I'm just saying, like, it's so crazy to think, like, what if you purchase it like that with the intention of, like, okay, this is going to be a family heirloom for life, and it's like, it's hollow. It's literally hollow. This is crazy to me. My big question to you guys for today's video is, I am curious, like, would you guys spend $8,000 for this bracelet? On top of that too, do y'all really think like these name brand things are worth it? Like, honestly, I'm so curious to know, because I'm like, y'all, to me, I guess the older I get, like, when I was younger, sure, like, I'd be like, oh my God, I want this, I want that. Never was able to afford it. And I would tell myself, hey, one day when I make it big on social media, like, I'm gonna go on a luxury shopping spree. And I feel like the older I get, the more I'm like, this is dumb. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is really dumb to me. Like, I feel like it's just like a waste of money. And I feel like it's all about status. Do you know what I mean? That's just my little 2 cents on it. You know what I'm saying? Once again, though, I'm not saying that I would never not purchase luxury stuff. Like, maybe one day something might crawl up my ass and be like, hey, go to Louis Vuitton and buy a Louis Vuitton t-shirt and a Louis Vuitton bag. Like, honestly, I've always said this. Yeah, okay, for those of you that have been around for a long time, I've always said, like, I want a Louis Vuitton backpack, which the older I get, even that, I'm like, okay, like, am I really going to spend $5,000 on a damn backpack? You know what I mean? Anyways, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.